So it's your first time skateboarding, and you maybe had one board before, or maybe you haven't had any board before, but you're looking to figure out what board size works best for you. Well, I'm Jay Skate Thing, and I'm here to help you guys figure out what board size will work best for you when you're starting skateboarding. So it's your first time skateboarding and you're trying to figure out which one of these lovely things would you want to set up, but you don't know what size you're going for. You may be at a skate shop or you're at a mall and you're just having a whole bunch of sizes spit out at you and you just don't know what each one of these means. You got 775 and 838 and 85 and 825 and 8888. 779, whatever. There's a lot of numbers that you're just getting and you just don't understand what's going on. So I'm here to help break that down for you. So in general, when you're skating a popsicle shaped deck, and literally it looks like what it's called, round top, round bottom, that's the general shape of a street skateboarding deck. And that's normally what you'll see at skate shops right away when you're trying to pick out your first board, especially when you're trying to get tricks in. What you'll generally see for your size ranges are 775 to 85. I'm not saying that there isn't sizes outside those sizes, because a lot of very beginner boards, they tend to be 7.5s, and a lot of people who like to skate like transition, they have huge boards that are like 9s and 10s. But for the sake of this video and for what you'll see at most shops, I'm going to keep it between the range of 7.75 and 8.5. There's something that you guys want to look out for. These numbers mean the size from here to here, just the width. Not the length of the board or the height or anything of that like that, just the width. Now a lot of people will say this choice will come down to your shoe size and all that stuff, and I'm here to tell you guys that that is false, and here is exactly why.
Oh, it's my phone fault, that's because it's so tragic.
Alright, so why is it that it doesn't matter what your shoe size is when it comes to picking out your board? I'm gonna tell you like this, guys. Just because you have a big foot doesn't mean that you'll necessarily feel comfortable with a big board. Like, it does make sense, I guess, when you really think about it, that if I am a size 14 foot, that I'd want something big like an 8.5. But at the end of the day, there are some really huge foot skaters that skate really small boards. And why is that a thing? It's because it comes down to what you want to do when you're skateboarding. So with that being said, there are some very key points I want you guys to take away from this video. The smaller the width of your board, the easier it is to flip and rotate, and the lighter the board is. So if you're looking to do a lot of flip tricks, you're looking to spin your board around, all that stuff, which I would imagine you being a first-time skateboarder watching this video, you're definitely looking for ways to flip your board around and learn tricks as fast as possible. You want to aim for the smaller decks because they're going to be easy to get around. Not saying that it's going to make skateboarding extremely easy for you, but it is going to make it easier to flip your board around, get the spin, get the rotation while you're trying to learn tricks. If you are trying to like skate transition, you're trying to stay connected to your board as much as possible. You may do flip tricks here and there, but you're mostly you're working on your ollies, you're working on airing out, all this extra stuff. You want a wider board because you want something that's going to be easier for you to land on. Keep in mind, with a wider board, it will be a bit heavier, so it's going to be harder to get off of the ground. But with training your ollies and training yourself to get into the air and all that stuff, everything you do skateboarding will be achievable. we're finally at the skate shop. Or maybe you've already been at the skate shop this entire video and you're just trying to get me to get to the point. So we're at the skate shop, you're getting a bunch of sizes thrown out at you, and now you're trying to make the perfect choice of what board size to start with. Just because you want to flip your board around and get it flipped around real easy does not mean you should go straight for 775. Why is that? It is because, my friends, if you're at your local skate shop, you should be able to ask them, hey, can I see a 775? And be able to stand on that board and see if you would feel comfortable, if your feet will feel comfortable on that size versus any other size in the shop. Why is that so important? It's very important because you can buy a deck without standing on it, and when you finally stand on it because it's set up, you could literally not like the size at all, or you could feel so uncomfortable with that size that it prevents you from trying to do tricks. And that's the point of skateboarding, being able to try something new, being able to broaden your horizon in the things that you do in your daily life, being able to enjoy something differently. And if you start off with something that just makes you feel so uncomfortable, it makes you feel like you're more prone to get hurt, chances are you're not gonna enjoy it. And I'm not saying that the very first board you get is gonna feel so comfortable that you're gonna beat Nigel Houston in like a week. But if you're more comfortable on the first board that you choose, chances are you're gonna be more comfortable with trying different things, and you're gonna just feel better. Like, it's going to literally feel better when you're on your board. So the first thing you should do when you're at your local shop is ask for these different sizes that they're throwing out at you. You may say, oh, I like the April brand and I want to try out an April board. And they may say, we only have sizes 775 through 825. If you're able to, step on those boards, step on those decks, see if your feet feel comfortable with hanging off a certain amount or being on a certain amount. Step on the nose, step on the tail, step on as much of the board as possible, because you really want to get a feel of, oh, you know what? This feels nice under my feet. And honestly, I will say this. Not every single person is going to pick up on what feels great under their feet their very first time picking out their first deck. But I will say this, my first skateboard was a Target skateboard. It was really shitty. When I finally went to my local skate shop and got my first real deck, I was able to immediately tell when I picked out that size 8 that is what I liked and that's what I wanted to learn on. It was simple for me to flip my board around. It wasn't too big for me. And honestly, it makes skateboarding so much more fun because I knew, okay, at this period of time, I want to skate a size 8, and I got the rest of my stuff, like my trucks, to fit accordingly. And you'll get into wheel sizes and all that stuff, but you really want your board size to fit perfectly for what you want to do. Like, you really want to feel in tune with that deck size. And you may be asking for, okay, let me get a 775, let me try this 8.5, let me try this 8.38. Even if you feel like you're annoying them, this is your first skateboard deck and it really does matter. A lot of people tell you your first board doesn't matter. In my opinion, it does matter, because if you don't like your very first setup, if you feel like skateboarding is obnoxiously hard and it's not just you feel like your product is also holding you back because maybe you didn't get the right size, the deck size, or maybe you just don't like the overall feel of your board, it does make it harder to want to be consistently going out skateboarding. I'm gonna tell you guys this too as well. If you just love skateboarding, if you end up loving skateboarding, then none of this stuff will matter, because you'll be playing around with sizes and wheels and trucks and all that stuff for forever, because these are all things that just make skateboarding what it is too, as well as, of course, the people that you're skating around and the community and all that stuff. But like this guy right here is gonna make a lot of your journey and life change. So you do want to try your best to get something that's gonna feel comfortable for you and help you enjoy skateboarding a lot more. When I first started skateboarding, I know for sure that if I had started off with an 8.5 trying to learn how to kickflip, I would have been a lot more annoyed than me skating that 8 that I was skating when I first learned my kickflips. Also, a quick, like, for your knowledge, if you guys don't have a local skate shop but you do have like a Zoomies or a van, they should be able to accommodate you when it comes to stepping on the board and like checking out the different sizes as well. That is something that is supposed to happen because they are part skate shop if they have the decks in their stores. And if they want to sell to skateboarders, they have to give the skateboarders the full experience of a skate shop. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you have friends that are just starting to get into skateboarding or just need help with making their decision or figuring out what's the difference between these numbers on the deck's width and all that stuff, please refer them to this video by sharing the video to them. And make sure if you guys enjoy my content that you hit subscribe, because I'm trying to come out with videos as much as possible. Best believe every week to 2 weeks there will be a video. I will not let it go past 2 weeks without having a video, because if I do, then I failed you guys. And I enjoy making videos for you guys to watch. So if you guys enjoyed this video, really hit that like button. Let me know in the comments as well if you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if there's something else that you guys want me to talk about when it comes to picking out your first skate product. Maybe it's your trucks, maybe it's your wheels, maybe it's your shoes. Peace out, you guys. Love y'all. Thank you guys for 1,600 subscribers. I know you guys thought I wouldn't notice. I do. I'm so grateful for it. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Peace out.
Everybody's living like the clock don't change. Being comfortable equivalent to the same old thing. I'll be damned if I am living like it's not a better day. It's my time to go and get it. Fuck what anybody say.